If this chicken stew doesn't make it to the Grammys, I no go gree. Hands down, the best Nigerian chicken stew you can ever make. A very warm welcome to the channel. If today is the first time here, my name is Yummy Cash. And to my returning subscribers, a very big, warm, cozy welcome back to the channel. So let's begin to steam the meat. With me here, I have my clean cut chicken, and today I am using hard chicken. Feel free to use any chicken of your choice. I first go in with some bay leaves, followed by one seasoned cube. I like to go soft on steaming the chicken in this recipe, so I add in some chopped onions. And now I will add in about 1 tablespoon of salt and the almighty mix spice. Oh my goodness. Now the last thing to go in is water. Because I'm using hard chicken, I will add enough water to it to cook the chicken very well. Next is to cover the pan and allow the chicken to cook. So in this pan, I'll heat some generous amounts of oil. I add in some chopped onions once the oil is hot. Now I'll begin to fry the onions till they are translucent and begins to bring out some fragrance. This should take about 2 to 3 minutes. My next ingredient to add is garlic, ginger, onions blended together with a little water. Now if your blender is good, you don't need to add water to it. Just go ahead and blend it nicely. My blender was not good, that is why I added some water to it. I cover it for about few seconds and then come back to check on it, and as you can see, it is frying beautifully. I give it a stir and start adding in some fresh rosemary leaves. I'm going to stir for a few seconds and leave it to fry nicely on a medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. Alright, the fragrance, the aroma in the kitchen is overwhelming. So at this point, I'm going to add my next ingredient, which is the tomatoes. I start adding in the blended tomatoes. This blended ingredient consists of some tomatoes, tomato paste, peppers, and let's take a look at how I made it. I have my fresh tomatoes here and I have washed them very neatly. Now you can check how I wash my tomatoes on my Facebook page. I put them in a pan, add some peppers to it, and here I have my leftover tomatoes. I'll add it to it. Now I'm going to add in some tomato paste I made at home. Then I add in some carrots. This is actually 2 carrots. Enough water to cook these vegetables very well. Cover and bring the vegetables to a boil for about 10 minutes. I forgot to add onions when I was forming it, so I added onions to it and blended it nicely. Now I will give this a gentle stir. At this point, everything is already cooked because the tomatoes and vegetables are well cooked. We just need the oil and the blended ingredients to blend in very well and marry themselves, engage themselves, and give birth to flavors, and you know what I mean. So I cover it for about 5 minutes, and this is the leftover blended ingredient. It will be used for another stew. So it's been 5 minutes now, and look at our stew. I start adding in the stock from the chicken. I am not a fan of fried chicken in stews, so I will not fry my chicken. I just drop them in the stew. But if you want to fry your chicken, sweethearts, feel free and fry your chicken beautifully. And now see the stew. Now whilst we are stirring the stew, gently take a second, subscribe to the channel, like this video and share it out there. Someone might need this. I taste for the salt, and interestingly, everything was on point. The salt, the seasoning, everything was just perfect. I cover it and leave it to simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes on a low heat, and that's as our stew. You know your stew is done when the oil surfaces on top of it beautifully. I hope you do give this a try, and if you have not already watched how I made my spice mix, kindly check the description for the video. As always, thank you so very much for watching this video. I hope to see you again in my next video for another great recipe. Until then, always remember to do everything in love. Choose.